From NIO being featured on national television, Firefly encountering a good problem, an Envo update, and very infuriating, by the way, and also a new CEO interview, which is definitely worth watching at the end of this video. It's going to be very jam-packed, so make sure you smash that like button. So, of course, right now, the Shanghai Auto Show is going on, and there's so many customers at the NIO booth, NIO Envo Firefly booth. So many customers, so many people checking out the cars. And, of course, NIO also got featured on national television. Have a listen.
Chinese brands are innovating to redefine global automotive industry norms. Imagine experiencing a blockbuster action movie right inside your car. The car's smart chassis delivers realistic roller coaster-like sensations. This relies on the company's self-developed chips and operating system. They've launched the first mass-produced 5 nanometers automotive chip, boosting competitiveness. Chip, OS, and smart chassis are the new trinity of intelligent vehicles. These advances mark a breakthrough in China's automotive tech innovation.
This is, of course, being the pride of China with its own self-developed chip, chassis, and software. Great advertising once again for NIO, right? Definitely awesome. And of course, right now with these crazy incentives, sales are going to be amazing with those orders coming in. Very, very nice. Now, Firefly has a very interesting, good problem. So here's Firefly CEO to first tell us and give us an update.
Regarding orders, we're booked early. Our test drives now run from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and we're fully booked with a waiting list. We've expanded our area and added more test vehicles. For overseas markets, this is indeed a hurdle. It's been 4 years since entering Norway in 2021. Our brand awareness still lags behind local AVD, with similar challenges everywhere. Because of this, our overseas channel strategy is more flexible. We don't insist on full control, but rely more on general agents or distributors.
You heard that right. Firefly test drives are in hot demand. And it's in such hot demand that it's almost impossible to actually get a test drive. You're waitlisted sometimes. And this problem, which is a good problem, by the way, very high demand, very high interest, actually. Now, this is made worse by the fact that certain NIO stores don't actually have enough room to place a Firefly inside the store itself. So they only have a test drive car, one test drive car. So if a customer wants to check out the Firefly car, they can't even see it in the store. They have to go for the test drive. And that's very fully booked. So you have a situation where some customers can't have access or interact or see the car unless, they book a test drive, which is very, very sometimes hard to do. This is a very good problem. It shows very high interest. But at the same time, I think this really highlights the fact that, some NIO stores are actually pretty small. They can fit maybe 2 or 3 NIO vehicles, and they don't really have space for the Firefly. Nevertheless, definitely not an Envo. So for a while, we've been all saying, hey, you should sell Envo inside the NIO store. They don't have room. Some of them don't even have room to place a Firefly car. How can you place a room for place the Envo inside if you don't even have room for Firefly car? So that kind of explains why Envo needs its own individual store. But definitely really hope that they can get those test drive vehicles for Firefly and have at least maybe 2 or 3 test drive vehicles so that customers that are interested can actually see the car and experience the car, which is very, very important, right? So this is a good problem, but a problem nonetheless. And speaking of Envo, well, we got a little clip of a Envo owner interviewing Dr. Shen Fei, which I've interviewed as well. He's just have a listen.
I think I'd expect the L60 to sell better. Nice, you've just moved from the energy sector to management. And now you're here at Envo. Honestly, as a current Envo user, I'm quite satisfied with this car. I also believe that after this Envo L90, in this market, 6-seater at 300,000 price range, it will have its own niche. I don't know what your expectations are for it. I think I'd expect Envo L60 to sell a bit better first, and things will naturally be good for the L.
So this is very interesting. So, the hype at the auto show is all about Envo L90 for Envo brand. you know, big, spacious. But some of you guys have even commented that, you know, NIO is always hyping the future products so long in advance that it really hurts their current sales. Like if you see the Model Y refresh launch, when they launched it, when they made everybody know it, it was available to order, right? Whereas here, Envo L90, they're hyping it up, but at the same time, they want sales for the Envo L60, right? They're hyping the wrong product. The Envo L90 isn't going to be available until Q3, which is a couple months out, like 3-4 months out at least. And then by then, is the hype still going to be there? And at the same time, what about the customers that are interested in Envo L60 right now? Are they going to hold off their purchase to wait for this car? And also by that time, are there going to be other products? And we've seen this so many times with the ET5 Envo L60. They launched a product, right? Massive orders, and they couldn't fulfill the orders before the year-end subsidies get cut off, and people cancel their orders and buy something else. And we've seen that happen twice already with the ET5 and Envo L60, which is just terrible for their deliveries. They order so damn nice, but then deliveries, they can't keep up. And I'm just really worried that they're, you know, overhyping Envo L90 right now and just sort of that's putting pressure, like negative pressure on the Envo L60. And oh, man, this is quite infuriating. Here is an Envo employee. She's responsible for social media marketing, and she's promoting other vehicles. I want to hear your opinion about this, but first let's watch that clip, all right?
Hello everyone, I'm Shu Perry from Ladao Xinzhou High Energy 2025 Shanghai Auto Show, Power Packed 2025 Shanghai Auto Show, tech sensation BMW's Skytop concept car stuns on debut, Zeekr's hybrid flagship 9X debuts with 900V architecture, Hongqi's M8 features Huawei's ADS3, Zero Urban Navigation brimming with smart tech Volkswagen also brings its A-game VW's ISV, Era, exude futuristic vibes, Cherry QQ makes a nostalgic comeback. Our future star Lado L90 steals the show. Air suspension plus 900-volt high-voltage platform with battery swap capability. More great cars await at Shanghai Auto Show. I'm Pele. Follow me for more exciting content.
So clearly, you know, she's talking about, you know, the BMW new concept car, Volkswagen new concept car, Zeekr's 9X hybrid car, the Ito with the Huawei ADS 3.0 system, 900-volt architecture. And then, of course, Envo L90 being the best, which you can't buy right now. But no mention of Envo L60, no mention of NIO, no mention of Firefly. Come on. And this isn't... she's responsible for social media marketing for Envo in Suzhou, and she's on NIO's payroll, right? She's being paid. She's an employee, and here she is actively promoting some other vehicle from other companies. No wonder why sales are bad, man. Come on. I'm interested in Envo L60. You don't show me Envo L60, and then you tell me, hey, you know, there's a Huawei ADS 3.0. What's that? Do you guys have Huawei ADS 3.0? Oh, I better go check that out. Boom, sales gone. So I don't think that you're supposed to ever talk about promote another company's product. That's just unacceptable in my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? Okay, let me know. Definitely, I think I should be reporting this to upper management and asking them what the hell, right? Have them take a look at this. Like, this is what your marketing team is doing. Marketing other vehicles from other brands. Yeah, definitely very, very frustrating. Nonetheless. And last but not least, we have NIO CEO with Herbert Diess, which is the former CEO of Volkswagen, and they're in the ET9 discussing about the ET9 itself. And that's where I'm going to end off this video. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.
Congratulations, William. I think it's a fantastic booth here and a fantastic display. I'm also excited to see first time the ET9 on stand.
Yeah.
I think it receives a lot of attention.
Yeah,
So congrats.
You still remember last
The
year?
test drive. I still remember.
Five layer something.
Yes,
So let's have the ET9 talk in the car.
In the car. The most sophisticated Chinese car by far now.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
What's really impressive is the noise level, the silence. You know, closing the
Yeah.
windows, it's all double glazed.
Yes.
So that makes a big difference.
Makes difference.
This is a living room.
A living room.
Yeah,
A living
it's
room.
a living
Yes.
room. Car looks impressive, I think, from the outside.
Yeah.
Inside, this is the big experience.
Yes.
So different. Congrats to have achieved it. Now probably the car is already selling. Is
Very,
the order
yeah.
intake is good? Or?
Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
And we started to deliver to users in end of March.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every day we did lots of.
I think there's still no decision about Europe. I think you should reconsider. Europe is probably...
Europe. You think so?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, we will be there. Thank you for the encouragement.
Yeah, this is the car Europe needs. No,
Yeah.
Europe still has a very tough premium competition between Mercedes, BMW,
Yeah,
Porsche,
yeah.
Audi, and I think the car would give an impulse to
Yeah.
Europe as well, and also this experience for being driven is not typical in Europe, but I think also the car is good driving.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond. No? This
Yeah.
brake-by-wire, this active suspension system,
Yeah, steer-by-wire,
the interior,
yes.
steer-by-wire. So it really sets new levels, and I think it will be very positive for the segment. This is why I'm also saying bring it to Europe, because this segment was undisputed over many years. No, there has been this approach from Lexus, which was okay, but it never really succeeded.
Yeah.
So this segment is really the German top premium segment. And I think any new competition will inspire this segment.
Yeah.
Now, I think this car
It's
is
good
very
for
positive.
users.
It's very good, very positive.
Yeah.
Not only for users, also for the industry, because you know everyone now has to rethink about steer-by-wire, active suspension, and they will do. They think you are very lucky because you have a very competent team, very competent and also experienced development team. They are very fast.
This car, we have two 5nm auto grade chips, Senji NS 9031.
Yeah.
Two chips.
You're not using NVIDIA anymore.
Yeah, this car not.
Okay.
Our mass production is 3 months earlier than NVIDIA's Solar.
Okay.
They are next generation.
Okay.
And
but do you have a design team for semiconductors? Yeah.
Sure.
So how many people?
More than 600.
Okay. It's a big team.
Big team. Great team. Thanks, Herbert, to come to ET9 Talk. See you next time.
Yeah. It's a great pleasure.
Yeah, great pleasure. Thank you.